Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel The United Road, and in today's video I will be talking about two things. In the first part I will be talking about whether I am Ole in or Ole out. That's a question that I'm getting a lot on social media from people around the world, and they want to know whether I'm still in support of the manager or not. And the second part is what we could have done in order to win the game against Villa. So I will be doing a game review of the United versus Villa game in this video as well. So first thing first, whether I have become Ole out or not. The answer is no, I am not Ole out. I will still support the manager till he is in charge. But if you will ask me whether I am giving him a free passage or keeping him away from criticism, the answer is no, absolutely not. We should have won the game against Villa. We didn't. The pressure is very high on Ole now to see the changes in the team and to make sure that we get a string of wins in the coming few days. There is a slight difference between whether I can get hasty with my opinions or not. Obviously fan base sometimes they can get reactionary, but for me abuse is never a solution, or abuse should never be promoted, whether in terms of our abusing our players or even our manager after a bad result. Everyone has the right to feel disappointed. As a United fan, we want our team to win every game. That's not possible. But yes, I will definitely say that we do need to come up with a structure in order to grind out wins, and also, as I mentioned in the previous video as well, to start the game well, whether we are playing home or away. I will support the manager, but he is not getting a free pass in terms of not getting criticized. I won't support him blindly. He need to make changes. Everyone can say it, only he cannot. But I just hope that in the coming games he can get it right and get us a run of games where we can just keep getting the results and reach to the point where we want to reach. So this was my take on Ole in or Ole out. We can all have our opinions, and as I said, abuse should not be promoted at any cost. Number two, where it went wrong for United against Villa. I have two or three things in mind. I will just share with all of you. Many of you can relate to it. Many might say that that's not the thing, the manager has to win everything. So first thing first, when you are playing any team, like apart from City, Chelsea and Liverpool, at home you just cannot go with two CDMs. It just shows that you are trying to play safe and you are not going with all guns blazing for the win. So when I saw McFred in the lineup, for me it was a confidence booster to the Aston Villa side, who were like, now we have a chance in the game because they are a one attacking player short. And after that we all saw how they pressed throughout the game, and our midfield virtually became non-existent. So this was one thing, we couldn't deal with the press. And even throughout the 90 minutes, that's the only thing that, apart from people are like substitutions and all, but throughout the 90 minutes the only thing that was worrying me was their press. They kept pressing and our coaching staff did nothing in order to stop that press. Number two, injuries. When it gets wrong, it gets worse for United, and that's been the scene for the last 2 3 4 years. We lost Luke Shaw first, then we lost Harry Maguire, and then in the last 15 20 minutes we just could make one attacking change. That change was Cavani. He came, he got us the penalty, but unfortunately Bruno was not at his mark yesterday and he missed the penalty. So these two factors were the reasons you can say that we lost yesterday. I have already told you that I won't give a free pass to anyone. The number three is United players need to stop being selfish. Absolutely stop being selfish. It's not a Sunday league game where your goals will get you some prize at the end of the day. Of course you want to go and run for the golden boot, whether it's Ronaldo, whether it's Greenwood, but the way Mason was not passing the ball yesterday was a cause of concern for me. He had 4 or 5 chances of his own, 2 or 3 chances where he could have just passed the ball to someone else and they could have scored. But this thing has to be taken out of the team, where individual glory has to be put aside and team's glory should be looked at. So I feel these were the three things that led to our demise against Aston Villa, and with our with three of our potential back four is gone for the Villarreal game, we are in for a very long 90 minutes. But we all know how Ole turns up when he is under pressure. So I hope he turns up again and he gets us the win to get our Champions League campaign back on the track. I also want to say one thing to the fans who has slandered this guy. It was a penalty miss. The thing is, even the best of the best can have a bad day. He was absolutely everywhere throughout the game, but the slander he is getting for missing just a penalty is absolutely ridiculous from the United fans. So, yeah, that was a bad day in terms of what he could have done. Yeah, he could have just slotted it the penalty. He tried to go for power and he just hammered it over the crossbar. So, that happens. People are like, Ronaldo should be given the opportunity. Bruno had just missed one penalty with us. I guess he had a scoring, penalty success of around 93%. So you cannot take that out. And it was good on Ole's part to give the penalty to Bruno only. So this was it for the video, guys. And let me know if you disagree or agree with my points on whether we lost the game. And I hope we keep supporting the players, and I hope we keep supporting the manager, but not in a blind way. And absolutely calling out a manager is fine, but abusing, I won't say, that you should go into it.
Come on, come on, come on!